Alright, so went ahead and got that brake line all finished up, got her set back in place. And you know, as you can see here, I'm kind of stuck in all the junk, but what we got going on down here, there's the 5.3 for it that we pulled out of the junkyard a couple weeks ago. And notice it is still on the floor. That is because I was supposed to go get the bolts for the engine stand today, but I did not. My wife wanted to go out to dinner, so we went up to the little local bar and grill and got some cheeseburgers and some fries, a couple drinks, and it was a good time, you know. Happy wife, happy life, happy spouse, happy house, however you want to say it. You know, doesn't matter, it's all the same. But that doesn't help the fact that this is still on the floor. Oh well, next time. But in the meantime, though, I climbed down here, and as you can see, I've got the Summit Racing LS swap plates set in place, and then we've got our motor mount set up, and then, you know, with these vans we've got the tower here. So I just went ahead and just kind of mocked that up to see how it was going to fit, and so far I think it's been pretty good. Now it does raise the motor about 3/8 of an inch. Now some swap cars that might be a lot. You know, the neighbor hater, the van chassis here, I don't think it's going to be a problem. And the reason I say that is I found out, oh, gotta climb up here. Now there's a couple years of these things that, and I don't know. I mean, if you guys know, I don't really know these things. I'm a Fox body guy. You want to talk Fox body differences? I can get on that level. Van stuff, not so much. So if you know, let me know. That'd be great. But apparently, you could get a 454 big block, or you could get like the like 6.2 diesel in these things. So this was in that year range that I don't remember, and it has the larger doghouse. So I know you've all seen me climb back down in there and everything. I can stand all the way up. I can move around, do all kinds of stuff. A lot of room, which is gonna be nice for us. So when we get the 5.3 and the 4L80 in there, we'll have some room. You know, we might be able to put a set of headers on it, maybe. I'm gonna try. You know, they're fairly cheap. If I don't use them on this, guaranteed I'll use them on something else later. But yeah, so we do have the extra room. It'll be nice, you know. So once we get the, like I said, the 5.3, the 4L80, and the Holly on there, yeah, it'd be a good fit. Actually, I just realized something. I'm putting a 5.3, 4L80, and a Holly Terminator in an RV. I know a lot of people don't even have that in their own cars, and I'm putting it in an RV that's not going to be fast. Whatever, it's fine. We're going for reliability here. You know, folks, that's the big deal for this is I want to be able to, you know, take the wife and kids out in it. You know, my wife wants to hit a bunch of the national parks, and, you know, that was a big reason for getting it. The other reason, just so me and the dude can take it out instead of getting hotels every time we go racing, because that gets expensive. You know, every time you go out, I mean, just standard hotel, what is that? 130, 150 bucks? And let's just stay at the Murder City Inn in Racine, Wisconsin. That was like 1995. Don't want to talk about that right now. But either way, you know, so we're doing this so we can take the car and the trailer, come out to meet you guys, go racing, have a good time. So we'll keep moving. You know, there's a few more things we're gonna do tonight. As you can tell, Noah's not here. Wiffle ball, bag. I think he said ladder ball tournament, maybe. I don't know. I didn't pay attention. He's not here, so it didn't matter to me. Either way, he'll get back down here soon, and then we can all poke fun, have a good time. You know, hopefully he won his match or bout or whatever they do. I don't know, guys. He plays some weird sports and not enough race car. We got to work on him. We'll get there. All right, so here we are again at the QPS headquarters. Came down here tonight, and as you can see, I'm in the dude's chair. The dude's not here tonight. He caught a case of the sniffles. He's not feeling real good, so he went ahead and stayed home. He's got to get rested up. You know, we don't need him down here if he ain't feeling well. Noah's MIA again. I think he had like a badminton tournament. something. I don't know, I really wasn't paying attention. All I heard was no race car, so no care. So I think what I'm going to do tonight, since I'm running solo, is just kind of, clean up the mess of tools over here. I won't bore you guys with, watching me pick and place sockets all night. The only other thing I'll probably do is get the Turbo 400 off the small block Chevy that came out of the neighbor hater. I got a guy that's going to come pick it up. So that's super nice. I might do a couple other things. I don't know. Actually, though, I probably should take a minute since I'm down here not really being bothered and got some time. I don't know if y'all know, we've got a few projects going at all times. There's usually something going on. So we've got, obviously, the neighbor hater, the spare change thing, and then you kind of see it back there underneath the cover. That's my 1991 Mustang GT. I've owned that car for a few years. I bought that thing when I was 18. Used to drive to high school. May of 2002. Almost 20 years. So that car there, that's like a love-hate thing with me, man. I love that car. It's my all-time favorite car of anything I've ever owned. But we don't get along well. I will do a bunch of stuff to it, get it running, and then just completely tear it back apart. Now, hopefully this time, I pulled the 398-inch Windsor out of it and stuck an LS in it. Now, I know my Ford buddies, they still give me a hard time for this, but guys, dude, it's so nice. The LS is so easy to work on. Parts are cheap and readily available. Every time I took that thing out with a Ford motor in it, I hurt something. It took me, a bunch of money and a bunch of time to either afford it or find it. So I went the cheap route, but it's got an iron L33. Now, they didn't make those. Some of you know that before I get called out on it. It does have the Gen 4 rods, flat top pistons, 243 heads, but it is in an iron block. And it was just the cheap budget way to do one. So we'll get it together. It's got a Holley HP for it. It's got a built glide brake, built 8.8. I don't mess with 9-inch stuff. 35 spline axles, coilovers in the rear. It's got a 417 Motorsports front end on it. Should be cool. I'm trying to go 8 anything with it. I want to do 5 anything and 8 anything. They're building a track. Hopefully the track will be done here within the year or so, about 20 miles from the driveway. I want to drive the car to the track, make an 8-second pass without popping the hood, and drive it back home. Whether or not that happens, we'll see. Hopefully you guys will see. I mean, hopefully this sticks around, I can do that. But then, so also we've got, No Way's car. I don't know if you guys seen No Way's car, but it's another LS Turbo Mustang. Go figure, right? We call that car the Bruised Up Stang because it looks like it has a black eye. Now, Noah had that thing for a while, and he bought it from, I believe, and he can, straighten this out later, I believe the original owner. And it was a lower mile car, and it actually caught fire, and it was pretty bad. He went through the entire thing, all new wiring, the whole gamut, the whole thing. And so we've been working on it, and it's, basic run-of-the-mill 5.3 cam. I believe that's a 4L80 car, Terminator, 7875 billet wheel, and we're still kind of ironing out the bugs at this point. But you guys will see that. I mean, we're definitely gonna start covering that in the real near future. So be looking forward to that. Now, also, so y'all know the dude. The dude has a 1980 Ford Fairmont 4-door, like a 60,000 original model car. It's insanely clean, and we're gonna cut it up. We're gonna put an LS in it. We acquired a 6-liter. Sitting under the bag over there, underneath the box. That box actually has his pistons in it, so it's going to be the, flat top piston, 6-liter. We've got the sloppy stage 2 cam for it, Turbo 400, Renegade shelf converter, LS1 intake. And it'll be on a stock computer. The dude's super budget minded, and we came across all the parts cheap, like everything else we do. But yeah, it'll be a ripper. I mean, it'll be a fun, let's load the, in his case, the grandkids, or my case, my kids, in the car. We're going to, cruise to Sonic, get some ice cream, hit some of the cruise nights, and then when he wants to go ahead and get a little wild with it, we will take it to the track. I'm hoping for some, mid 12-second passes with him in it. We'll see how close we get. But yeah, so like I said, running solo tonight. I'm going to go ahead and do some clean up stuff and get this thing unmated.